Good evening, YouTube. This is Danielle Moore, and this is SpiritYouWell Rap Session number 1, R-A-P. Earlier I did a head wrap video, and now this is more of a discussion video, thoughts video, musings video. I did a very short meditation on what I should talk about, and it actually is different than what I had planned to talk about. And so I don't know where this is going to go, but for a few minutes, I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on what came. So what came to me is abundance and the idea about receiving, that we have to be open to receiving. A lot of us have been brought up to be very independent women, particularly, and men too. And also not able to receive help, to receive counseling, to receive correction. All of those are in need. You are in need of being receptive in order to fully take advantage of those things. And so when this came to me, I thought, what do I have to say about that? And the thing that came to me was the difference between doing versus giving, and receiving without giving. And I'll give you an idea of what I mean. For those of you who are into metaphysics, you know what I mean when I say energy. Everything on the planet has energy. It moves, it has a vibration. Even if you can't see it, even a rock or a stone or a tree trunk has a vibration to it. If you were to look at it under a microscope, every atom is vibrating. So the mystics from ancient times knew that this was true, and now science backs that up. So when I talk about energy, when it is in conjunction with abundance, it seems like we hear about abundance and prosperity in terms of money, in terms of things, in terms of the worldly wealth. Well, that is a type of abundance. But if you do not have health, if you do not have relationship, if you do not have enough love in your life, then really, are you truly abundant? Are you truly prosperous? I would say not. But another way that we become prosperous is by giving and receiving. The person that a lot of people call God, the living one, the all, goddess. This entity gives. That is one of its primary characteristics, is that it gives. And its creation receives and we give, as well as the living one receives from us. So we are in this symbiotic relationship. Now, it does not need us to give it anything. However, how we outpicture creator, creatress, however you want to characterize that, is that we give to others in this plane. Others being other people, others being the planet, others being animals, others being the oceans. We give our energy is what we're giving. Money and things are just an outpicturing of your energy. So what came to me when I thought about this topic is that I think part of what's going on in our world now is that we do a lot of doing, but we aren't actually giving. So therefore, the energy that we have, the life-giving energy that was put in us at creation, is not really being shared as it should be because we don't have an intention for it to be shared. We will do things because we think we ought to do them, because we should do them, but we don't give of ourselves when we do them. We don't have an intention for healing when we do it. We do not have full knowledge of what we're looking to come out of it. So are we truly giving when we're doing without intention? I think that that's what's hindering abundance on the planet, now that I think about it. It's hindering abundance in our lives. It's hindering prosperity for us. And not just money, not just houses or cars, but true, full, abundant prosperity is that we are doing without truly giving and sharing our energy. And energy is life. That's what holds us all together. That is the oneness that we are seeking with each other and with the planet, with the world, with the cosmos. That is heaven, is oneness. And we're hindering that oneness because we are not truly sharing our energy. And how you do that is through intention. So it's not just the doing, but it's doing with intention. And if anyone saw my first head wrap video, I talked about the fact that I learned actually from the Orthodox Jewish women on the site that I participate in, that many times they wrap their hair with intention for something to happen. So it's not just about I'm doing this rule, wrapping my hair because of the rule. Wrapping the hair is part of my covenant, but then I am having an intention because I know that if I have intention with my head wrapping, then something else now is exchanged. My energy now is exchanged with the world, and I'm looking for that energy to come back to me. I'm looking for that energy to go out to whom I sent it. And that is a powerful, powerful, powerful practice. So everything we do, anything we do, for anyone else, for ourselves, we need to have an intention. We need to have an exchange of energy. Now, on the other end, when you receive, you have to receive with intention as well. Of course, there's going to be thankfulness, but sometimes there isn't. Sometimes there's resentment. Sometimes we're receiving reluctantly because we really don't want to take whatever someone's giving to us. We don't want the help because we feel some kind of way about it. Maybe I feel shame. Maybe I feel failure. Maybe I feel like I don't deserve it. But in order to give, you have to receive. That is the cycle. You cannot keep doing one without the other. You have to give in order to receive. You have to receive in order to give. That's just the law. That's how it works. So I'm now thinking about the fact that this world, we do a lot of exchange. We do a lot of exchange. And there's some energy attached to it. But the intention. Some people are very intentional. And in fact, they're getting their way. They're getting their way. They're getting the oligarchy we're experiencing in our country. They're getting the Donald Trumps of the world to come out and spew the things they want spewed. So they're getting their way. They're having intention with everything that they do. When they spend their money, when they call people on the phone, when they solicit for others in order to give to the things they want, they're very intentional. They are sharing their energy, fully sharing. And they are definitely open to receiving if you've got it to give. So those of us who feel and believe and know that we are on an evolutionary path to higher consciousness. And when I say that, I'm not talking necessarily religion, even though religions can be a good place for you to organize yourself in order to get on that path. But are we really being intentional with what we're doing? It's something to think about. It's something to think about. And I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you in YouTube land. And I hope that those of you who see this video will think about what I'm saying, and please comment on the video. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you to see what you think. I'm hoping that with this channel, we can create a community of practical mystics, people who have their head in the clouds but have their feet on the ground. That's my path. I have looked and looked to see what is my niche, and that's my niche. I love to soar in the clouds in the mystical realms and think about the high questions of existence. But at the end of the day, while I'm on this plane and I'm in earth school and I'm learning, and I want to be my feet on the ground so I know what to do. I know how to make it better. I want to have to be a person of Tikkun Olam to repair the world. That is why I'm here. And I believe all of us are here for that reason in our own way. So I have to think, am I doing everything I do with intention? When I go to work, when I see patients, when I do these videos, when I wrap my hair, when I walk my dogs, am I truly giving of my energy, or am I just sort of doing it to get it done so I can say I did it because I followed the rules? I followed the commandments. But if you have not loved, what? It's just clanging cymbals, right? It's nothing. So I guess that was the message that I was to bring out today. Are you doing? Are you giving? Are you being intentional? Are you receiving so you can give? And are you giving so you can receive? You have to have both sides of the equation. There's no getting around that. So intention and love to go with everything. Intention and love with everything we do. This is how we will become abundant and prosperous, wealthy in all ways, not just with money and things. Because in the end of the day, you cannot take it with you. You will not take it with you. And whether you believe in another world or not, you are not going to be taking your chair, your car, or anything else with you to the next realm. It won't happen. But you will take your energy with you. And you want your energy to come through purified. At least that's my goal. That's my belief, if you want to say, is that as I do this earth school and as I learn, as I grow, I'm being purified. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thought, that we all come through this sieve with no grains of sand in our silver. That's beautiful to me. And so here's to abundance, here's to wealth, and here's to prosperity. We are doing with intention, which means we're giving and receiving our energy. We're giving and receiving love in everything that we do, and so it is. I hope you have a good evening this Sunday evening, and I will see you next week. Please, 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 if you see this video, I would love to hear your comments and what you think. Shalom.